Hi, Serene Sage. So this is a channeled message. I just felt called upon to say this right now, okay? You are never, ever going to please everyone. You're never going to make people completely happy with yourself. And honestly, it doesn't matter because no matter how much you try, no matter how much you compromise, and no matter how much you sacrifice your inner peace or yourself, there are always going to be some people who are not going to appreciate it, that it's not going to be enough for, that are always going to find a way to have a problem with you, that are always going to criticize you, even if you're literally doing absolutely nothing wrong or nothing to them. There's always going to be people who find a flaw with what you are doing or who you are as a person. So as long as you're not hurting anybody, as long as you are not breaking the law, as long as you are being true to who you are without hurting anybody, feel free to do whatever it is that makes you happy. Do whatever it is that you want to do. Because even if you chop off your head for these people, they're going to find a flaw in that too. They're going to be like, oh, but you didn't chop finely enough. You didn't chop it correctly. You know, you missed a spot. There's always going to be some people who find a flaw with every single thing that you represent or do, okay? So I just feel like this is a channeled message. And if you are coming across this video, then I have a feeling that this message is for you. Enough with the people pleasing, because the message that I keep getting internally is it's okay for you to put yourself first. It's okay for you to be a little selfish every now and then and not worry about who's saying what, who's doing what. They're going to judge you. They're going to have a problem with you. It doesn't matter, because some people will always have a problem regardless of whether or not you give them a reason to, okay? And then I have the card that says garden. Oh my gosh, my body keeps disappearing. Something lovely will grow from this. This is an experience, okay? I do feel like some of you have felt like you are never enough, that no matter what you do, it's never enough. And even if like some people do praise you for your sacrifices that you make, or you get some appreciation every now and then, it's still not enough, because like the next time you give these people a reason to be mad at you, or even if you do nothing, they're still going to be upset with you regardless, okay? So something beautiful is going to grow from this belief when you start being a little selfish and you start putting yourself first every now and then. You know how in the plane they always say that put your own mask first before helping others or kids? That's what it is, because if you don't have your own mask first and you're having trouble breathing, you're not even going to be helping people correctly, right? People who deserve to be helped are not going to be helped if you are breathless and you are like struggling to breathe. So right now, focus on your own breathing. Take a deep breath for 5 seconds. Hold it for 5 seconds. Release it for 5 seconds. Do that little exercise with me and it's going to automatically calm your nerves. I'm getting so many messages where people are saying that, you know, they have anxiety, they're depressed, they're stuck. And that's because maybe it's time for you to actually start having goals for what you're doing, okay? We have the feather, which says think before you judge. You might also be feeling like that because you're judging the world too much. Just because people are judging you doesn't mean that you do the same to others. In fact, you learn from other people's mistakes. You don't have to make the same mistakes to learn from them. You can learn from other people's mistakes, right? So being very judgmental towards everything can also like really hurt your own spirit. It can really like this some of the comments on social media, even regarding like something as scary as like a natural calamity, or you know, the stuff that's happening in Gaza, and you know, like the stuff that's happening, even like the Nepal floods that just happened yesterday. I see the comments And I'm just baffled at the amount of just insensitivity that some people have. Now, that's not you putting other people first. That's not even you putting yourself first. That is just you being a brat. And I feel like hurt people hurt people. So when I see comments like that, like, you know, children are literally being unalived right in front of your eyes, and you still have something negative to say, you still have a way to justify it, you still have a way to defend it. People are like literally getting unalived by the apocalypse, like the floods that are happening, and people are like, oh, there you go, you know, serves you well for vacationing there. Like, are you freaking kidding me? So put yourself first, but that does not mean that you lose that humanity in you. That is, you've been made a human for a reason, you know. That's something that sets us apart from animals, just our ability to think about other people and our ability to think the way that we do and communicate the way that we do. So use those things in a way that spreads light instead of using those things to only be dark, if that makes sense. Five of Swords, card of being selfish, card of putting yourself first. Yes, hell yes, put yourself first. This is, honestly, I just feel like it is the time for you to enjoy a little bit. Stop worrying about who's thinking what about you. Stop worrying about judgment, and also don't judge other people. Those are the two main messages that I got like before I sat to film this video. One, stop being a people pleaser. It's not worth it. It doesn't matter what other people are thinking about you, what other people are saying about you. It matters how you look at yourself before you go to sleep. When you look at your face in the mirror, are you seeing a kind person, or are you seeing like a cruel person who's just going about, like, you know, spewing hate all over social media or, you know, everywhere you go? One, put yourself first, and two, don't be a hateful, evil person. Okay, those are like literally the two things I get. And also the Fool. Yes, lay low, enjoy life. You don't have to make like life-altering decisions right now. You don't have to make life-altering plans right now. You just need to like stop worrying too much about the future and go and live your best life, and stop worrying about who says what. Just because you're in your Fool spirit, it doesn't matter if other people are calling you the Fool. Take it as the Tarot Fool, which is, honestly, I actually really like the Fool. I know it gets a bad name, the Fool, but Fool literally talks about somebody who doesn't care what others are saying and is living his or her best life, you know, and taking risks and taking chances and just going with the flowing, you know. Like, the Fool doesn't care where it's going or what's gonna happen, or if the risk is too big. The Fool is just doing things. And right now, without being reckless, I would say it is the time for you to get that Fool out of you and enjoy your present moment without worrying about the past and without thinking about the future. Just live YOLO, you know, live YOLO. Live YOLO. Live life right now and worry more about your present, and make that present as beautiful as you can. And don't worry about who's saying what or who's doing what or who's criticizing you and who has a problem with you living your best life. Just don't worry about any of that. As long as you're not breaking the law, as long as you're not hurting other people, as long as you're being a kind person, it's okay to dream big and put yourself first. All right, I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, stay serene.